A very special episode of Just Beavin, episode 22, late night after hours, but we had to get this special edition in before the NFL draft tomorrow in honor of our draft, which is coming up in a month from the day this will come out. This is going to come out on the 24th. Our draft day is May 24th. Welcome back into the pod, everyone. Andy, JP, Drew, the Beav himself with you here. And we got a bit of a special reveal today. We are revealing our divisions for the 2025 Beaverfest season. I'll give the floor to you, JP, to explain what I just said, what it means, and the fact that we have a new format moving forward.
Yeah, we originally planned on waiting until the Beaverfest draft to reveal all this, but the league is getting antsy, and I know people are still referring to it as North and South, even though we've probably said about 10 times North and South is dead. So we just kind of wanted to clear the air and give it to you guys a little straight here. And yeah, just kind of unveil the new divisions that we have.
And how did we pick these divisions, sir?
Well, me and you, as the champ and the runner-up, decided it'd be the fairest because we have the two best teams. If we did a draft and we went back and forth on picks, me getting the first pick of every round as the champ, and that's how we decided so we pretty much just drafted the divisions and split them out as fairly as one would draft them, I guess.
We have division names, division logos that'll be revealed to you all here momentarily. Before we do, Drew, just your thoughts, man. You already know these divisions, obviously. You're on the Council of Beeve, and you are the Beeve himself, and you are on our pod now. So obviously you'd have to know these divisions to be on the panel. Thoughts, man. I know you're excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I like the change up. I think it's going to help our league uh, do better. I think it's going to create more rivals, and I'm excited to see what happens.
All right, we've kept everyone waiting long enough, JP. Let's get into this, man.
So the first division that we are unveiling is my division, the division I drafted, and here is going to be our division logo. We are the Suits and Soil. As you can see, the suits out in the farmland, and that is the name of our division. Suits and Soil, baby. There we
All
have
right.
it. Division one.
Nice.
Second division we got is the Brews, Belligerents, and Beavers. That is Andy's division. Yes, I know. We're very, very, very.
Love it.
Gotta credit Zaparo, Mr. Zippy himself, for the assist on the name.
Belligerents wrong, but that's fine. It can
That
get
is okay.
corrected. It can get corrected later.
Not a creative guy, and unfortunately, we are going to reveal who's in each division. But if you're watching this, you could probably guess which division Drew is in.
Oh my God, I spelled it right.
There you go. But sorry for the spoiler on one team, guys. Yes, you guessed it. Drew is in the Suits and Soil division.
So, anyways,
but no, let's get going.
As we have it, so
they might as well put me in my division. Can I just go first?
Yes, I can put you first, Drew. In the Brews or no, well, actually, I'll put Andy first. In the Brews and Belligerents division, we have the IR, aka Marty Daniels.
Great name.
Then in the Suits and Soil, we obviously have me, Benjamin Haggerty.
I think we should just go draft order. We know right. Drew's in my division.
Let's do it then. Yeah.
Want to know? Everyone wants to know where they got picked, probably.
Yep. So the first pick, to no one's shock here, was Dade Pitchford, and I don't see his team now.
Open for business.
He changed it on me. Dade, you were the first pick in the draft. Andy, who did you end up going with?
My first pick was Ty. And I know that he's starting to change things around a bit, but he still has little to no depth on his team. And you're going to find out that JP having the first pick was a real difference maker in this draft. And it left me picking at straws, but it was between three guys, and I felt the most confident that Ty was the best option for our division.
Yep. And then my next pick for the division was Jack, a.k.a. the Monocle Gentle Sir. Andy?
After Jack, I was actually thrilled. I thought you were going to take this guy. I took the newest member of Beaverfest, Mr. Wade Worthington, Gators Swamp, with my second pick.
Then this is where the picks started to get a little tougher. No shade, Luke, but I opted to go for the managerial kind of side of picking here. And I took Luke over Brady. And so, yep, thank you, Luke.
I was thrilled that you did this. Yeah, because then I Brady fell right
Yep.
to my spot here. So
Yes, I was betting
no
on the
offense
manager.
Brady, but it's second year of a rebuilding of an expansion team. Uh, yeah, that just made it easy for me.
The next member of the Suits and Soil is the Goon Man himself, King Goon, Gooner Sooner, Cameron Crunk. Yeah, you somehow made it this far down in the draft. I really don't know how, but yeah,
I mean, if it my plan was, I assumed you were taking Brady, so my plan was to take Crunk, but
that makes
it
sense.
just kind of got lost in the shuffle. You said the turning point earlier. This was the turning point. This is where things get cut in half because I truly believe we have two tiers ish. Maybe there's an
Yeah.
extra team that floats, but it truly is 7-7 in my opinion. This is where things got tough. It was between the four that you see here: SEAL Team Nix and Frank, Beeve himself, Hunley Farms and Jake, and Manziel Mafia. Love wins, and this guy last year had a few down weeks that we kept noticing. Man, this guy was a bit inconsistent. I went with Love wins. I took Boyer here. I don't really think there was a right. Actually, yeah, it was probably Boyer was the option. I could think maybe one other pick, but he felt like the right option at that spot.
Yeah. Yeah, so then yeah, you were right. This was definitely the turning point because this is when I actually had to start like thinking about who I was going to choose. But yeah, I followed it up going with Manziel Mafia here. I wanted to keep the rivalry going with Zippy, but his team like 2 days prior had just got juiced up thanks to Wade. Thanks Wade. And so I opted to go with Matt.
Yeah, and honestly, then this was. I don't really think I could have picked a right or wrong. I couldn't have picked right here.
Yeah, there was no right order here.
This got tough. I just went for the beef. I wanted to go vibes. I went with Drew. Obviously, I think everyone would have assumed that because of our division name, but yeah, I went with beef.
And then, yeah, like I said, I wanted to keep the rivalry going with Zippy, but I did get the better of Frank last year twice. Or no, I did not play him twice. I definitely only played him
I
once, but I
played him
did get,
twice.
yes, you played him twice, but I definitely got the better of him. I think it was like 198 to 196. And so that made me a little more confident. And so I went with Frank. And that only
And
leaves
then
Zip.
I guess I had to take Jake for my division, otherwise he would have been independent. So
I
that
mean,
rounded it out, man.
we don't have to take them. We can just leave them out.
So there it is. Those are the new divisions as we just gave them to you. And there's also been another shift in the, I guess, kind of landscape of the league, not just pertaining to the new divisions, but we also worked out a new system for the scheduling. So we have it right here. Anything highlighted in green will be a divisional match. We are shifting to a divisional focused schedule. Every team plays 10 divisional games and 4 out of division games. The out of division games were chosen by a magical spinner, and it actually kind of worked. It kind of balanced itself out. A lot of the top teams still have to play each other, and they still get a couple freebies. Week 3 is the week that I know everybody cares about. This is every single season from here on out is going to be the North versus South week, and it'll be decided by, even though the divisions are split, the best team from the old South and the best team from the old North, so on down the line, and that's how we'll end up with these schedules. But yeah, so I'll just let everyone. I'll let this sit on the screen for a second. Andy and Drew can hop in and say
Yep.
what they need. I'll slide over a little bit so everyone can see the full schedule of who they're playing. And yeah, we'll let it sit here so you all can view it and do what you will with it.
I I don't know why we didn't talk about this before hitting record, JP, but I figure it's something that everyone's thinking, including myself. And I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but I did want to confirm. I assume the plan is to do this every year now. The two
Yep.
teams that we see in the championship. Okay, so yes,
This
then
will.
this is an every
Oh,
year thing,
to
guys.
rewrite the divisions?
Yeah, are we doing that or no? Are these the
No,
divisions?
these we're locking. We're lock. We got to lock these divisions in for at least the foreseeable future.
All
Was
right.
just my personal thought. It'll definitely get discussed within the council.
Because I just didn't
But
know
it
if because teams dynamics are going to change. Then
team
if that would
dynamics will change. But my whole thing was I kind of wanted to get something where we could start to get some like animosity built up
fair
between
enough.
divisions and stuff like that. So that was my kind of vision. We'll definitely talk about it in the council though, and I'm not totally against the redoing it every year. It would definitely keep balance within the league.
Yeah. So then I do want to then add, I want to apologize to the guys in my division because our division is way harder. And I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that I couldn't get Dade. I didn't have the first pick. This was a
Right. It's
you
all
got
right. We
picked.
got Wade.
Yeah, you got picked by the guy who lost in the championship last year. So sorry. I had to pick. I had to pick six of you, and
It,
this
it
is just
makes
kind of how the
it,
board
it
shook
it
out.
balances out that both divisions ended up with an aid. So
Yes. Yes.
Really.
I really thought you were going to take him, JP. I did not think he was going to get back to me.
well,
So,
when he got gifted a team like that, I thought he was going to do a little more with it. So
um, but yes, Drew, we've kind of kept you in the dark, man. Just your thoughts on all of this and the schedule as well. I know obviously we're giving everyone time to pause and check out their schedule. But just your thoughts, man, on all this.
Yeah, I might start out 2-5
Yeah, I'm
from
gonna start. I might start out with three. Look at my first three. It's
so
Zippy, Beav, and Boyer. Those are three losable
so
yeah,
games.
I start out with Frank, Matt, Zippy, and Luke, and I think Luke's a sleeper team this year, so I'm a little worried about that. But I do got Crunk in there, which helps.
I love how my
it
first three are those three, and then I go to Wade, Ty, and Dade.
does
And
help that
Brady and Wade.
That's oh
it,
Jesus, wow, man, I
it does
love
help that
weeks 4 through 8 are awesome.
does help that I played tie twice, so that does help.
Yeah,
But
so
I
that
do.
was
I
the
play
other
Ty
that
twice
was
as
the
well.
other thing is everybody plays, like I said, there's 10 division games, and obviously we have 7, so you would hope the easy thing to be would be you play each of them twice, but then it gets all messed up with the out of division games. Anyways, so everyone plays everyone in their division at least one time, and then it was done by a spinner to figure out who you would
okay.
play from there on out. That way it wasn't going to be any kind of imbalancing. So if so like Drew said he gets to play tie twice, that was done by a spinner. I think Cam Boyer, I remember, gets to play tie twice. That was done by a spinner. If you play someone in your division twice, the second time was decided by a spinner.
Well, thank you, Spinner, for giving me Ty twice, and
Yeah,
I played
Spinner.
but I played Beef twice as well. So
And that'll be a good. I can make a good rival out of that.
yeah, of course, Drew,
We could have some
of
good crash
course.
shots on the pod. That'd be great.
Oh yeah.
So,
So,
Um,
anyways,
um,
welcome to the new Beaverfest, folks.
there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
uh,
We got anything else, boys?
That's all I got.
Alrighty.
that's all I got. I just want to say that with how this league's been going, I mean, shit, there might be a new good team and a new bad team every week at this point, since we got about 20 trades coming through every week now.
Yeah, make sure to stay locked in beaver.fest on Instagram for those as well. This is coming out the morning of draft day. We will get our streaming plans for the NFL draft. It'll be the three of us and Zippy tonight, technically. We're recording on Wednesday, so tomorrow night. But when you are seeing this tonight, we will be live streaming the first round of the draft. Should be a lot of fun. Thanks so much for tuning in for this shortened, abrupt, but very much necessary 22nd edition here of the Just Beaver podcast. We will catch you all very, very soon.
Dave, that Jalen Hurts trade was terrible.